Hey folks, T-Buzz here. You know, there's a high degree of risk involved in trading, especially if you're talking about my subject today, which is the metals. We make no representation, and past performance is not indicative of future results. Let's talk about silver, my favorite metal to trade. It's used as a safe haven extensively in time of financial uncertainty. Silver futures and options are designed to help you harness the benefits of financial risk management tools and rein in risk to a level that works best for you. And I put the CME Group's website there because they're really to have some great videos, and I call them the foremost expert when it comes to trading silver. Now, there's ways to trade it. You can buy bullion. I don't recommend. Coins is the way I like to go. I prefer coins. They're easy to trade, and they're very liquid. Now, several dealers and reputable companies are out there. Do your due diligence. Just make sure that you, I always like to use a check when I buy metals from a coin dealer to have documentation of it. But there's some good ones out there. You can check out Monex. I've used them for years, but there's probably others that's even better. Okay, but do your own due diligence. Now, stocks I like to trade that's related to silver is SLV, AGQ, and PAAS. Now, if you look at a silver weekly chart, silver has been in a bull market, and I believe that silver will eventually get up to maybe $50 and do a catch-up move to tie gold, which has broke out to all-time highs. This is the time to be paying attention to silver. Look at the weekly, look at the daily, and then look at these stocks. They're mirror actual silver itself. AGQ, for example, gets above 47.28, maybe you pay attention. AGQ on a daily basis looks very good to me, but again, you wait for the proper setup using the DTI approach. PAAS is another good one. That's a weekly chart. And look at PAAS there on a daily. Notice the daily is turning off this recent decline, which is an opportunity. That's why I'm doing this at this time. I think the opportunity is near. Now, SLV, AGQ, PAS all have options. Use 45 to 60 days to expiration. That's a proprietary technique that you can use. I find it works best with silver. Just because of the nature of the silver market, you'll have silver flying high, and then all of a sudden nobody likes it. And having those extra days to expiration will pay you in the end if you're right on the trend. Now, silver futures is where I spend a lot of my time. And again, CMEgroup.com is the expert. Go there, study everything they've got. That's where you'll do your trading if you decide to go with silver futures. And you got to remember that you're swinging a pretty big stick if you're playing silver futures. There's actually two ways to do it: a 5,000 ounce, the contract I've always used, and now they've got a 1,000 ounce silver contract, which is really still big when silver moves. So your choice if you want to go there. That's a 1 point move, $5,000. An example, if you buy it at 30 and sell it at 31, you just made 5, or if you buy it at 30 and it goes to 29, you lost 5. That's the way that works. That's the math. Now, when to trade it? I use the connect the dots process. It works for both the stocks, the ETFs, and the futures. Now, here's an example of what a long looks like. Above the year open. Well, we're definitely above the year open. Above the monthly open. Right now, it needs to get above about 30.60 to be above the month open. We are above the weekly open, so it's sort of in that in-between state, okay? And then you'd be long if it got above the monthly open. Now, if it's going up, sideways, or down, you can use the same strategies used with stocks, ETFs, or futures. Futures, by the way, are open 24 hours, which I think is less risk when you have to wait for a stock to open the next morning. But educate yourself with the strategies that might work for you. Everybody is different when it comes to investing. Now, they all have options, which makes it easy. I picked out good representations on the stock market ETF side to give you where you don't have to spend a lot of time for research. Just watch those. They'll follow silver. If silver goes up, they'll go up. ETF options are available. Futures options are obviously available. That's one of my favorite areas to be in. Now, in my opinion, if you don't want to put the time and study in to go with silver coins or you ought to go with silver coins. It's a more of a longer term approach, but still educate yourself if you want to trade stocks, ETFs, or futures or options on any of these. Remember, you're responsible for the risks you take. And I always say this, always educate yourself and do your own due diligence. Folks, this is a take on silver. I'll get more details as your education grows. But as I always say, see you on the flip side.